Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's take another look here at AVAX, see what's going on. As you can see from a macro perspective, it's a very piss poor situation. And I don't want to even, throw shade at this coin at all, because that's really not the concept. But the truth is, until we get back up over this descending trend, there's really no reason we want to take a long position unless it's like a quick scalp or a short-term trade. Either way, we're going to look at some smaller time frames here to identify potential reversals, what needs to happen next in order to get back on track, and ultimately just what the overall scenario is here too from a macro perspective, because we do got to recognize that we are in a situation right now where it's not great. So I'm sure you probably already knew that going in here, right? So let's take a quick look at the back end data and kind of see what's up. And just before we get started, I want to say thank you again for always liking the videos, commenting below if you get a chance. Always love to hear your thoughts. And quick kudos to our community members here too. Our Premium Plus bot has been doing phenomenal. In fact, I've updated the strategy here recently. We're finding a lot more success, and it's auto tradable now. So I'll provide those results here shortly. But again, Solana, ADA, Polkadot, sorry, no, that's Matic, Chainlink, AVAX, Link. The list goes on essentially. And while our premium group is holding on to some longs that are struggling right now, the whole market is struggling based on the coins basically just pulling back. A lot of alts are starting to bottom out though too, and we're going to talk to see if this is the case for AVAX. All right, so let's quickly double check here. First of all, back-end data doesn't look great here from a liquidation standpoint. A lot of late longs at $24.15. Those are high leverage longs, and they may get swept here soon. Just know that exists. If we get closer to that level, we'll probably see a little wick down and right back up again. So sometimes it's good to set like limit orders at the just say $24 range here, or $23.50. In case those areas get filled, you can get kind of a quick quick dip and back up again. From a macro perspective, though, you can see again there's quarter of a billion dollars at about $24. So that's a pretty heavy concentration. With us being close to that, I'm a little concerned that might get hit. Either way you look at it, let's take a quick look here at the back end here for AVAX. And just quickly understand that we are shifting bearish. It's no surprise. Bitcoin tried to ramp up here this morning, got rejected at 100,000, and we're back down. So either way you look at it here, there's more shorts than longs on AVAX right now. That does imply that further downside may also be possible. If we take a look here, open interest, we can recognize that there's a significant resistance at $27. So if you're going to insist on taking a long, secure profits before that, because open interest really tells us a lot about where people are hedged the most, right? We got the most amount of positions there. We get back to $27, there's going to be a lot of exit liquidity there. Okay, it's commonplace. That being said, 23 is the next area too as well, which is reflected here on liquidation. We can see that lower $23 range where it kind of drops off after that with liquidation. So it's either 23 or 27. Those are the two kind of focal points, if you will. Let's take a look at the front here and kind of see what's going on here from a macro perspective. Again, we're below all descending trends. We haven't essentially created higher highs and higher lows yet. There's no reason to take along with this coin. Same thing here as well as far as the overextension to the downside. We're right here at 30 on the RSI just below. And generally speaking, that's no buy zone. You don't want to buy. But if hypothetically, the price comes back up over that level, that's usually construed as a sell. In other words, if you're in profit on a short, you want to close that position. And what that essentially implies is that we're getting closer to a situation where long might become viable from a swing trader's perspective on the macro, right? We're talking like adding to your spot bag, not like a 50x leverage long to the upside. That is just terrible. I don't recommend any longs right now, specifically with leverage. It's not a good call. That said, though, we're reaching an overextended state, and it would make sense for the price action to pull back, potentially after sweeping this area of liquidation at $24. All right. So we see a retest of 24. Bitcoin bottoms out. We're looking to be in good shape, but we really just need 100,000 plus or higher from Bitcoin in order to have any confidence in taking a long. Okay, and you can kind of see here too as well as short-term trend here. That's pretty obvious to me that we are not looking pretty till we close above that little guy. At the very least, we're going to be in a pretty bad situation. So I do not recommend taking along with this guy here for the moment. Once again, I'll post a playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord based on local fibs here. I'll go ahead and have this information up there for you. Keep in mind, if you're watching this video, it's already available because I post this before I upload the video. But generally speaking, you can kind of see here, getting perspective on Bitcoin, we need to be above 100,000 to have any legs to stand on. Significant resistance range at 100 to 102. And there's a lot of liquidation down left as low as 95K for Bitcoin. So please understand that it's not a great situation for Bitcoin, but it is establishing higher highs and higher lows for the moment. So we got to give that a chance. But if you can see here, if you look at AVAX, this is a just terrible price action. Look at how terrible this pullback is here versus the up. We're down 6%, where Bitcoin is barely down by 2.5 to 3%. So I don't like those kind of numbers there. When altcoins are responding 2x of Bitcoin to the downside and only jumping up 1x or half x to the upside, that's not a coin you want to that's worth investing in. Okay. And again, I'm mostly specifically referring to leverage, not necessarily spot plays. You can add your spot bag on the way down as much as you want. In fact, I've got some limit orders in the low 20s just in case that happens. That's, again, just me personally. Everyone has different strategies. All right, either way, summarizing here, 4-hour time frame, till we're over 50 in the RSI, no reason to take a trade. Everything else is truly abysmal. There's nothing here that I like to see. There's no sense in taking along with this coin. And you look at this volume too. Look how terrible the volume is. This is super low volume. Nobody's investing in this coin. It just keeps on bleeding out. There's no reason for it. Okay. Hourly time frame we can recognize here as well. Ichimoku Cloud, all green lights to leave a short position open if you have one. There's no reason to take a long. I don't know, how many times can I say that in one video? I probably said it a lot, I'm sorry. And you got to recognize too, folks, I got a lot of new traders coming over to my channel, to our Discord, to my premium group. And, in such, I need to be fiscally responsible, or, I need to make sure that I'm fiduciary my requirements here from a fiduciary standpoint is high, right? I have to ensure that I'm promoting best practice. So I can't in good conscience tell you to take it long to the moon. You'll never hear me say that, but I'm not a moon boy, and you'll never hear me claim to be one. Okay. So if you like straightforward, knowledgeable advice, that's pretty much what I'm here for. Anything outside of that, you can probably reference other influencers, if that's what you want to call us. I appreciate it either way, though. Thanks so much again for the awesome support. My AVAX community is pretty amazing, so I deeply appreciate y'all. Again, don't forget to hit the like button. Check out our playout chart here shortly. And I would recommend, again, just waiting for a candlestick closure. We need to be closing above this trend line first, right? So just to give you a quick perspective here, what are we looking for if we're going to consider a long? We need to at the very least be right here, I would say at $26 or higher. Preferably 27 or higher, because that local point of control can hold the price action down if we get back up there. All right, that's a very common thing too. So again, those are things we're looking for. We're a long ways from it. Between now and then, consider adding to your spot bag, maybe setting some limit orders here at about $24 to $23 range. If we see a candle wick down there, that'd be a good place to get in. I'm referring to spot bags. I'm not referring to a leverage play in the blind. You never do that, okay? All right, thanks. I hope you have a good one. Take care of yourself, folks. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.